Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to XCWE Eradication. It is the first Eradication of 2021. I am the commentator of the year for 2020, Dylan Brown. I am joined by Oriental Jaden, and we have got a stacked card for you tonight. We have got Dave Ty taking on Trevor Darius, Splint Connor versus Zach Archie, Tyler Fertitta, the current XCWE World Heavyweight Champion, taking on Tyler Wolf. We have Leo Cash, the Death Dealer, taking on Alex Sunset. We have Hiroshi Kito taking on Zane Marks, the NWA World Heavyweight Champion. And for our main event, we have Wardlow, accompanied by Maxwell Jacob Freeman, taking on Noah Jackson. We have got a stacked card tonight. Jaden, how are you feeling?
I mean, it's the first show of the year. I'm already buzzing. I mean, this is our first show ever since coming off the Extreme, coming off our last pay-per-view. XCWE's been gone for almost 6 months now, but you know, they're coming back to the bank.
It's been a long time coming to get back to this point. We are back to regularly scheduled weekly programming. You last heard from me at Deadlift Revival, and you'll be touring me all night tonight along with my wonderful broadcast partner Jaden. I am as excited as the crowd is. You can hear them. It's electric. I can't wait to get on with this show.
I can barely hear myself think of how lucky this crowd is.
They're right. That's 6 months of dedication they have had bottled up, sitting in their homes, waiting to be in a live, rowdy crowd again. I reckon we should get on with the show and see how this goes, shall we?
I'm just waiting to see Dave Ty in the ring. I mean, I've had the pleasure of training with Dave Ty. He is an elite talent, an elite level talent. Like, to put things into perspective, this guy is a newcomer in XCWE and he's already on the main roster.
It's incredible. Such a short time to get such a massive step into animated wrestling.
I mean, I've seen people struggle for years on end in this business, so for someone to come through so quickly, it just goes to show how good he is at what he does.
Speaking of which, we can't undermine his opponent, Trevor Darius. Despite being smaller and lighter than his opponent Dave Ty, he could be more agile. He's got that hypnotize move, that diving one-kneed angel, followed by his signatures, the basement drop kick and the elbow drop. They love to see it. And would you look at this? Alex Sam in his office. Wonder what he has to say.
And it's nice to see that Alexander's not changed in the 6-month absence at all.
He loves it, really.
I mean, hey, he's the typical Cinderella.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the opening contest of tonight. Dave Ty, Trevor Darius. Are you ready?
Born ready. I mean, just again, I have to say, like, for our first match for XCWE in the new year, it's a good thing we have these two debuting talents, because I feel like this is going to be a good way to set off the year on what and kind of set the scene for what XCW is going to be this year. None of the extra fluff, just...
It's a fresh year, it's a fresh start. However, I feel Dave is having some issues. Oh, no, here he comes.
I mean, to be fair, when it comes to issues with Dave Ty, he's known to have a hot temper. Maybe Trevor can use this to his advantage with his agility. You know, start to get Dave Ty obviously annoyed off of his game.
Just under his skin. Obviously, Dave Ty being an experienced mixed martial arts, he is the expert with joint manipulation and chokes using that coquina clutch, the ankle lock. But of course, his brutality shows in his Thai bomb, that double underhook power bomb, which he could put away anyone he wants to.
Dave Ty, of course, looking calm, collected, ready, but you know, as soon as he blows a gasket, this guy is completely dangerous.
Yeah, we'll have to see how long that can last. Crowd going wild for the former martial artist.
It's a whole different ball game when you get into XCWE. Like all around, there's been indie feds. You can see how people prepare, but you can't be prepared for a situation like this. A record crowd of almost 100 plus people all watching you at the same time. The nerves can get to you.
His opponent, hailing from Tampa, Florida. He is Trevor Darius. Look at this man.
Trevor Daniels, of course, he's one cocky young fella, but can you blame him? I mean, look, everything he does with a slickness that you just can't deny.
You see it written across his tights there. Incredible. If there was one word to describe this man, it would simply be incredible. Every move he does has a smoothness you only get with high-speed cameras. What an incredible talent to have joined the XCWE roster. This will be an interesting match, of course.
I actually can't wait to see how this atmosphere affects both the competitors. After all,
and it appears. So later tonight, before this match starts, we have matches such as Splint Connor versus Zach Arches. Similar size, similar weight. Could be an insane competition that could go either way.
I mean, with Splint Connors coming off that loss against Tyler Fertitta, you have to think about his confidence going into this one. He had his one chance to get his rematch against KMS, but he never was able to get there.
Obviously, Zach Arches, the king of bros, 5'11", 216 pounds. That tombstone pile driver could put away anyone. It could go either way.
I mean, if I had to make my prediction right now, I'm going to have to go with Connor Splint. I feel like he has the experience. He's been an XCW alumni for almost 4 years now.
Well, it's his match to lose, really. Zach Arches can prove something, and taking a loss to someone such as Splint Connor isn't so harmful to a man's career. Zach Arches could use this to propel his career in XCWE.
I mean, realistically, Connor Splint, after that loss from Tyler Fertitta, I didn't even know I expected to see him back in the XCW ring. It's great to see him again, but maybe he's lost a step during his hiatus.
I mean, a hiatus can cause damage, but it all depends how you use said hiatus.
True. Like, for example, I know that the King of Bows has spent his time training.
It appears Dave Ty's been replaced by this absolute unit of a human being.
And now you got to think about Trevor Darius. He's prepared for Dave Ty, but I don't know if he's ready for Nathan Zion.
How do we know either of these guys are prepared?
True, but Nathan Zion,
when you're that
pure
size,
muscle.
Who needs preparation when you're built like a brick shithouse?
Just look at him like. You don't really have to say much about this. Just muscle personified.
I mean, Trevor Darius making the right move by getting out of the ring. He's a big boy.
Now, this came from a match where Trevor Darius could have thought about using his speed and athleticism. Now he has to. Otherwise, he's not going to survive that long in this ring.
Yeah. It's agility or nothing.
I mean, as soon as this guy gets caught, it might as well just be a ragdoll show.
I mean, look at the sheer difference in height and weight and just mass. Nathan Zion is a unit.
I mean,
it's a unit of measurement. And right now, Trevor Darius is about 0.6 Nathan Zion's. And as the bell rings, here we go.
And it's just a thing when it comes to XCWE as well as just show business in general. You never know when your shot might happen, so you always have to be ready. And it's like Nathan Dion has spent his time being ready for that call up, and here it comes. Oh, Trevor off to a quick start.
Jesus.
Swatted.
Stopped in his tracks with a single punch. Onto the ropes now.
I'd say this is the unstoppable force versus the immovable object, but clearly the unstoppable force is just being ragdolled all around it.
Into the corner.
Oh, what a lariat! Jesus, you can already see the strength difference. Not in their body types, just by how they move.
There's no wasted energy from Nathan Dion. It's all just one thing, and it's targeted.
It's like Donkey Kong throwing a barrel.
He's got him up. Big sit-out powerbomb.
You see the way his spine just crashed against the mat, how he bounced upwards after.
I mean, that is a tall height to fall from.
Nathan Dion taking it all in. His XCWE debut, and he's looking for a quick victory.
That could have been the finish. You could have covered him there. This just screams cockiness. Which
Now
is
another
I
Irish
expected
whip
from Trevor. Irish whip into the ropes.
Oh, but he ducks under. Oh, quick kick from Trevor Darius. And now Trevor Darius just has to duck and roll, keep moving. See, there's one thing with all that muscle from Nathan Dion is he may be powerful, but he can't move that quickly. Quick cover. 1, 2. Oh,
and
quick kick out 2.
Look how high he went when he kicked out. That was just sheer strength.
This is just him receiving info that Dave Ty had an anxiety attack before coming out.
Well, we send our wishes to Dave Ty. Jesus Christ.
I've never seen a pendulum swing so quick. All the momentum has just shifted straight away.
Sets him up in the corner.
I don't have a good feeling about this.
Neither do I, mate.
A big forearm. You see the way his body just caved to the ground. He didn't even. There was no impact. He just fell. Okay.
I'm pretty sure his chest is forever indented with Nathan Dion's forearm. Center of the ring now. Side headlock. And a big enziguri.
And a flat system from Nathan Dion.
Did not expect such agility from a massive man like that.
What a freak of nature he is.
Jeez. Throwing all of his weight behind that. Oh!
And still Trevor Darius has to keep quick strikes. Quick neck breaker.
You've seen that a lot in this match so far. Trevor Darius focusing on the
nice
neck.
Discus forearm.
Irish whip.
He has to keep the pace of this match the way he likes it.
Another neck breaker targeting the neck yet again. Into the center of the ring.
Now, while he's targeting the neck, but wouldn't it be a good idea to knock down the tree trunks that are Nathan Dion's legs?
Well, you'd think you'd take out the movement. But the key thing to that is, I'll give you this one reasoning. The neck is your central point. If you take out the neck, you're taking out the back. If you take out the back, you take out the legs.
That is true, that is true.
There's
and
no
a nice
neck,
drop
there
kick
is
from
nothing.
Trevor Darius.
Into the corner now. Sits him out.
Sits him down. He quickly rolls through.
Oh, he's taking time to taunt. Beautiful. Basement drop kick into the corner. Could he finish him here?
Jesus, nice flapjack.
Cover.
1. He kicks out at 1. None of that did anything to him, apparently.
Kick out at 1.
It's going to be a long, long hill to climb for Trevor Darius.
That basement drop kick is a trademark for Darius. He must be getting frustrated.
Oh no, here it comes. A quick dominator.
Oh, look at his neck.
Trevor Darius is just crumpled on the ground.
Look at his neck. There comes a point where he stops being humane.
On his shoulders.
Oh no.
Big power slam.
Brutal. Covers.
1, 2.
And it's all over.
3 count. Jesus. I mean, Trevor Darius was getting ready to prepare against somebody not smaller than him, but of a similar build, but I guess he just wasn't ready for what Nathan Dion had to show. And
Yeah,
Nathan Dion making a big statement.
But you can't take away from... Oh, wait.
No. No, this isn't necessary.
This is unneeded. Why?
You already made your point. Nathan Dion deciding that instead of being famous, he'd rather be infamous. Nathan Dion wasn't even supposed to be on this card. He should be respectful that he even got a chance, not arrogant like this.
The first Eradication of 2021. This is the first thing you see in ring. It's Nathan Dion taking full advantage of a broken down Trevor Darius and powering him into the ground. Here we are.
That last match was just a solid showing of the new XCWE, and I don't know if I like it.
I'm very much a man of respect, but here we are. We have Emily Arnold being joined by the European champion.
The member of Chaos, Matthias, who recently won the Superstar of the Year award.
That's no small feat. However, I'd like to remind you, as a member of the Mighty Don't Kneel, that award is actually shared with the head of that table, Tyler Fertitta.
Well, a lot of people have many different opinions about Tyler Fertitta, but in the eyes of the award, Matthias is your 2020 Superstar of the Year.
Opinions. He's holding a Euro Continental title. That is not the World Heavyweight Championship, which my man Tyler Fertitta owns. I think you'll
True,
find.
but speaking of Chaos, we also have the Undisputed Champion, also a member of Chaos. And as you can tell, I'd rather be Undisputed than World Champion any day of the week.
But this is about Matthews.
True. And whatever what you can say about the past XCWE awards, you have to admit he had an amazing year in 2020.
He did.
He won 2 titles, an award, had an amazing match, and it looks like he's ready to kick. He's looking to kick this year off with a bang. Oh, that is a big announcement. The Euro Continental Champion officially making a declaration of war for the Carnage Royale.
That's not all.
I see the Euro Continental Champion eager to give somebody else another shot at his belt. Wait, so he's going to pull double duty that night?
I don't know how smart that is.
I mean, I understand putting all your eggs in one basket can't be a good idea, but you have to factor in a couple of things. For example, the winner of the Carnage Royale, of course, can take on the Undisputed Champion at Extreme vs. Hardcore. But the Undisputed Champion is Matthias' fellow stablemate, Merson Brown. They also have a fellow stablemate, Alexander Andrews, who is currently the holder of the Thieves' Den. So I don't understand why they are putting themselves in positions to take the title away from Merson Brown.
It's a very much clash in the world of chaos at the moment.
However, I do understand Merson Brown is actually welcoming these sort of challenges from his fellow teammates.
Well, it's a friendly bit of competition to him. But is it a friendly bit of competition to the others? Who knows?
But now we have our next matchup, the XCWE veteran Connor Splint taking on Zach Archers.
Connor Splint, a very, how do I say this, unusual type of guy, to say the least. But no matter how unusual you are, it doesn't matter when it comes to having skill. And this guy is a very skilled wrestler. Look at this guy.
I mean, if there was eccentricity personified, just take a look at this guy.
Jaden, have you ever seen this? Have you ever seen this?
I mean, he took a heavy loss at Thieves' Den.
Look
you
at
know,
this.
I think a change in character, a change in just personality is what he needed.
Maybe. But no matter what, he still claims to be one of the best high flyers in the business, and he wants to prove this right now against Zach Archers.
So take a look at this. I mean, you have to admit, it's very skillful how he's able to ride that bicycle. But
Look at
it's going to
this.
take...
Oh my god. What a charismatic guy.
It's going to take all the athleticism in the world, not just to ride that bicycle, but for him to pick up a win in this match against Zach Archers, the king of bros.
Zach Archers is a very laid-back guy, but you do not want to mess with him because leave him an opening and he'll knock you in the jaw. Oh, and here he comes.
I'm from Liverpool, England. Didn't know he was a Scouse, but...
Here he comes! The
There's
king
one
of
thing I know.
bros.
There's one thing I know about Scousers, they love themselves a fight.
The Vrochan is filling the arena. This man is rolling. Woo! Look at this guy.
Cloud clearly picking the fan favorite here, but I mean, between the two of them, I don't know who the crowd loves more. It's just nice. It's nice to see Connor Splint happy after his title loss, and it's nice to see Scar able to make. It's nice to see Zach Archers able to make his debut here.
Yes. Coming off of a big loss for that King of Depravity ladder match. Oof.
However, this is an interesting mix of people. Similar height, similar weight. Could be a good one.
And now, after what we saw with that last match, which was just pure domination, I'm looking for a nice, even contest here. Now this match is underway. So the two of you, I need to know, how do you see this one going?
I don't know, personally, I can see it going in the way of the King of Bros.
True, but I mean, if there's one thing with Connor Splint is that we saw with that entrance, he's very eccentric, but he's also extremely unpredictable. And let's just start with a test of strength.
My personal opinion that the show-offness of Splint, it just leads to missteps, potential mistakes.
True, but if you see with that, that quick chain wrestling,
took his head off.
but is that a good idea from Connor Splint? If you want to invite like Archers to have a strike off with you, you're definitely not going to win that battle. Still, these two are just repeatedly. I've seen Connor Splint in many different matches. He's been in many different situations. I don't think there's a situation he can't prepare for. I feel like the Kingpin was just a bit too much for him, but being able to get back a win against Zach Arches would be amazing for him. Oh, and a quick discus forearm from Zach Arches. And this match has changed momentum straight away.
You can say he's prepared, but the saying goes, everyone has a plan till they're punched in
Oh.
the face or dropped on their neck, just like that German.
Off the ropes too, so that whiplash is insane.
Speaking of whiplash, you see his jaw go after the series of kicks to the body and head.
That's what I'm trying to say. You shouldn't beckon Zach Arches to get into a strike-off. Otherwise, he's going to take your head off. And a quick, off-handed DDT. Amazing. Now the King of Woes taking it all in.
Under the audience on his side, you hear them going, bro, bro.
Oh,
Jeez.
what a leg lariat.
Caught in the ropes there.
Followed by a spinning heel kick. And now Connor Splint taking advantage of the fact that Zach Arches lost attention for a second. That's the one thing with Zach Arches. He's got amazing talent, amazing strength, but you never know when he's gonna. You never know when he's gonna.
Hurricane Rana.
Connor Splint going up top.
Rope.
This is a big risk.
He's taking his time.
Beckoning. Making the same mistake Zach Arches did by beckoning to the crowd. Could this possibly lead to something? Oh, and a shooting star press.
Star press. Goes out.
That's some cover though.
To the center whip.
Jesus, flips over him.
Big kick to the chest.
Oh,
Spinning back elbow.
grab him by the wrist with a wrist. Oh, and a nice Hurricanrana.
Beautiful. The crowd is very split on this match.
I mean, after all, these two are two nice fan favorites. Same cannot be said for your man, the Kingpin. However,
Yeah, well, the difference between these two and him is he's successful. So please focus on the match, Jaden.
that I can't deny. However, it's Connor Splint now continuing controlling this match.
Zach Arches in the corner.
Oh no!
Brutal position.
This can only end so many. No, no, no! Shades of gold dust. Don't do it! Don't do it! And Zach Arches is able to save his family line.
Something was about to be very shattered.
Big forearm.
Rebounds. Flips ahead. Irish whip. Sending Splint in opposite direction. Big knee strike into the Bulldog.
Shades of CM Punk from that one, but still. I think Zach Arches just saw his life flash before his eyes, and I think he's just all of a sudden much more serious in his match.
Maybe that knee was the wake-up call that Splint Connor required.
And now he puts him in a knee bar. Middle of the ring too. There's nowhere to go for Splint Connors.
Obviously, the King of Rose having that mixed martial arts background from being in UFC, the Ultimate Fighter. Look
You
at
can see the
Look at the
torque.
execution. Oh, he rolls through. Beautiful grappling prowess coming from Splint Connor.
I mean, I wasn't expecting him to be able to escape so easily. However, he still sustained a lot of damage from that knee bar. And especially for someone of his wrestling style, a high flyer, it's going to be difficult for him to get to the same speed, the same height.
Oh,
Jesus. And now it's up to Zach Arches to just meticulously take apart Connor Splint, body part by body part.
beautiful Irish whip into the corner.
But these two both continue to beckon the crowd, and I think that's a mistake from both of them. A quick boot to the face! And now Connor Splint is now a house of rage.
We've seen this earlier in the match.
It's a bad idea to take your eyes off the opponent for even a second.
These two are very similar, both in style. However, they both pander to the crowd and forget their opponent.
But I think the facade from Connor Splint is finally starting to slip.
Yeah, he seems to lose that shimmer. You can see him getting frustrated with the crowd, almost
And a nice gut
brutal
check.
gutbuster.
But you know, a Connor Splint not playing to the crowd, a Connor Splint in it for himself, that is a dangerous Connor Splint in my opinion. That is when you see Connor Splint at his best. Oh, no, but he catches him into a spine buster, followed by a ground and pound.
Jesus.
He just keeps going.
Doesn't stop. I don't think Splint's going to have any face left.
I mean, if you beckon a Scouser for a fight, what were you expecting? I don't.
Poison runner.
Jesus, he just lands directly on his neck.
He bounced on his neck too.
Middle of the ring. Jeez, and a jackhammer. Shades of Goldberg. There could be something in that.
Beautiful German. Textbook
I know.
almost.
Does Connor Splint even have a neck anymore after this? I mean, it might as well be dust.
Well, it feels like he's lost an inch in height.
Now an ankle lock. Again, going after that leg that he started off during with the knee bar, and now an ankle lock. So both joints now being manipulated.
Still standing though.
Connor Splint center of the ring, trying to drag his way to the ropes.
King of Rose really needs to drop down.
And even if the match doesn't end here, the damage sustained from this could might as well just have Connor Splint forfeit because most of his offense comes from his movement, and without that movement,
Power struggle right slap bang in the middle of the ring.
Connor Splint trying to shake him off, and he bridges into the domination. This is very similar move to the move that. This is very similar to the Kingpin submission that put Connor Splint away at Thieves' Den. Could be deja vu for him. Has he still not figured out how to get out? However, he's able to escape the domination. So you can see in these past months, maybe Connor Splint has improved.
Having been in the ring with the King of Rose already, you can see that he's learned from his experience of being choked out.
And now, we saw it once. Are we going to finally see him hit it?
It's going to be shattered. Shattered dreams.
And he hits him right in the balls. Oh my god.
Oh, he moves out of the way.
He's able to move out of the way.
Roll up.
One, two.
It's all over.
Connor Splint picks up the win.
Connor Splint with a roll-up victory. Live here on Eradication.
With a roll up at that. I mean, he did what he had to do to win.
A win is a win. That is a 1 in the W column. He can't be mad at that.
I know that win for Connor Splint is definitely going to be able to raise his confidence after a disappointing loss, but still, you have to say, if he's unable to get that roll up, does Connor Splint survive in this match for any longer?
There was multiple points where either man could have finished it, but they were too busy pandering to the audience. Look at Zach Arches. He's just in shock. A show of respect from Connor Splint. Sorry, Splint Connor. Oh. There you go. Sign of respect. You'll love to see it. A very different ending to the last match. For those that missed it, Trevor Darius was attacked after his match with Mythic Dion in a brutal fashion with a brutal powerbomb slap bang in the center of the ring. However, Splint Connor and Zach Arches following the roll-up cover by Splint Connor, taking the win away from Zach Arches. A beautiful sign of respect Is that your pink-haired, smooth-faced favorite wrestler? It might as well be. We still have more to come tonight. We have got the XCWE World Heavyweight Champion in action. However, right now, we see Dustin. In chaos. But you hear that lovely, lovely sound. That is the theme song for the Kingpin.
And like him or not, he is your king of animated wrestling. He is your undisputed, some would say, world heavyweight champion. And he is the leader of TMDK, the mighty.
Come on, finish that statement. The mighty don't kneel, and you're damn right we don't.
I know this is your faction coming out here, so you have clearly
It's my boys. It's my boys.
I'm not gonna say bias, but an inclination
Bias?
towards
There's
you.
no bias. They're incredible talents. Look at them.
I mean, I've been forced to for the past couple of weeks on all television I've even seen.
And guess what, buddy? You're forced to look at them again. Look at that World Heavyweight Championship. Look at the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. This is gold, baby. Look at them all.
And now this is, for some reason, a signature of Tyler Fertitta.
That is one tall fan.
The Kingpin looking as confident as ever, I'll say.
You love to see it. Look at the king.
Look at his crown. After going through a year of torment from Jack Summers,
You know it, baby. You know it.
it's kind of weird. I kind of feel bad for him having to lose that crown at the recent NWA pay-per-view.
Well, it's his fault for losing.
True, true.
You are the maker of your own destiny. He had the crown and he lost the crown.
I mean, the first half of Jack Summers' year was amazing, but followed by a loss to Leo Cash, our current YouTube champion, who is also a part of this faction. Followed by a loss to Tyler Fertitta. He is just the mighty Never Neil might as well be the bane of Jack Summers, if you will.
The Mighty Don't Kneel are the bane of everybody. We're the best. It's that
True, but
simple. Now, politely be quiet while Mr. Millionaire himself, Aiden Rooney, speaks. You know what? I think I agree with Mr. Millionaire, Aiden Rooney. This city is garbage. I agree with my fellow countrymen. I wish I was back in Glasgow. But here comes Tyler Wolf, I suppose. Well, he would, if he could move.
I'm not gonna lie. I'd be very worried if I was this man coming in to face a Kingpin who's, let's face it, at the top of his game. And
He's
in
at
his
the top
element.
of every game. He's the Kingpin for a reason, Jaden.
fact that many would still dispute to this day, however.
They can dispute it all they want. That man has a belt around his waist, and Tyler Wolf does not.
True, but Tyler Wolf making his debut, and maybe he could possibly. Well, I'm just saying it'd be the upset of the century if Tyler Wolf is able to take down the Kingpin.
That's wishful thinking. Wishful thinking. And that's all it is. Thinking. Because it won't happen, Jaden.
Well, you know it isn't a wish and something that's fact right now.
Tell me
Sure.
this fact.
The Mighty Don't Know may have 2 champions, but they aren't as successful as XCWE's
Didn't you see
potentially
Leo
premier
Cash
faction,
was the
Chaos.
YouTube champion as well? No?
True.
That makes
However, we
3. Learn to count, Jaden. Respect the mighty.
How many Extreme awards do they have? How many Money in the Thieves Den cases do they have?
You know what, Jaden? How many do
many
you have?
undisputed
'Cause right
titles
now
do they
you have
have?
0 and I have 1. Now shut up and watch the king at work. Look
I
at
guess
him.
that does count.
Look at him.
And a big
Beautiful.
lariat from the Kingpin. Jesus. Yeah, Tyler Wolf is not ready for this. I can't even attempt.
I mean, look at the
have
size
hope.
of him. He's a vanilla midget, just like Chaos.
But still, look at this. He's a rookie. A rookie being forced into this situation. This isn't impressive. There's nothing good about this.
He wasn't forced into anything. He signed his contract with XCWE. He knew what he was up against. And that is the machine, the Kingpin, Tyler Fertitta.
I'm sure he takes great gratification in taking on someone he knows he's leagues ahead of anyway. This isn't even a challenge.
It's an easy night, it's an easy paycheck for the mighty.
Typical.
Work smart, Jaden, not hard.
I know a certain person who would have the complete opposite mindset of that. And to be fair, it's not gotten him as far as the Kingpin, as you can clearly see.
Exactly. Look at this, Tyler Wolf getting up. Kingpin. Spear!
Big spear.
Caught him straight in half. Did you see Mr. Millionaire raising that World Heavyweight title by the ringside? Kick out at 2. Maybe this Wolf kid has a chance.
No, I can understand the infatuation with Tyler Fertitta. He is a specimen of a man, but
Damn right
somebody
he is.
please-
Wait,
can somebody please shut the millionaire Aiden Rooney up?
what? Can someone pay the goddamn electric bill?
And of course, as you saw in Matthias's promo, we have Carnage Royale coming up soon. One of the premier XCW events. 30 men, 1 chance for the undisputed title at Extreme versus Hardcore.
It'll be great. It will be great.
My question is, sure, it's only the beginning of the month, but do you
And
have
we're
your
back.
picks on who could? And we're back on the way.
Live on Eradication on this fine Wednesday night.
Where we left off, Tyler Fertitta was dominating this rookie Tyler Wolf.
Jesus! I don't think that kid has a neck anymore.
What a horrible first day on the job.
Brutal release suplex straight into the corner.
Well, it's certainly not a happy new year for Tyler Wolf as he's just getting maliciously tormented inside that ring.
It's not a happy new year. If the Kingpin keeps this up, Tyler Wolf won't see the next one.
You have to admit, this is certainly not a challenge for the Kingpin. How am I supposed to feel impressed by any of this?
Oh,
And a roll up.
kick out,
One.
kick out.
A kick out at 1. But for a split second there, Tyler Wolf saw hope. He saw a light at the end of the tunnel. And to be honest, as long as moments like that are possible, he's never truly out of this one.
I don't think he's going to be seeing very much very shortly.
Oh, and another lariat, just taking his head off his shoulders.
Incredibly stiff lariat. Just toying with him now. Hold him up, Steenializer.
Steenializer! leaves him in the center of the ring, crumpled, a German suplex, just his neck. He released him as well.
He's just playing with him now. Tyler Wolf has become a toy to the Mighty at this point. He's certainly not going to have a neck by the end of it.
I'm not even proud to be calling such a beatdown.
I am. This is fantastic. This is just a warning, Jaden.
To who? This isn't him taking on somebody who's clearly had experience, somebody who's in this situation. This is him taking on a rookie in front of millions for the first time and just taking them apart. We didn't need to see this. We already knew that.
It's a showcase of the Kingpin's strength, throwing around dead weight. And look at that. Good night.
Sinks it in.
Kingsway.
And that's the match.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go celebrate with the Mighty.
I am speechless with what I've just watched. They say victory provides you gratification, but that wasn't victory, that was domination. That was like playing a game on very easy mode. There's nothing that you feel upon winning this. There was no need for this. We already knew the Kingpin was the champion, so why did we need to see this? Why? So we can flaunt this ego all around? This is horrible. This is horrible TV. Just... You can hear the disappointment in my voice. I'm so sorry to our viewers that I actually even had to watch such a thing go down. My prayers go out to Tyler Wolf and Tyler Wolf's family. But still, there's one thing that I know right now is that the Kingpin is back and he is as dangerous as ever. And he has his little posse behind him as well.
How nice of you to disrespect the Mighty when I walk away from the table.
I'll disrespect him to you. It's not even disrespect, it's just a truth. But still, we have another TMDK member.
He's not just another TMDK member. Put some respect on the man's name. That's Matsuo Takada. Now let's let the man speak.
Oh my god!
Yeah, Connor.
I mean... I'm surprised he knew that much English.
Well, he's a smart man.
True, he's aligned himself with some strong people. It takes intelligence to do that.
Of course it does. And the mighty O'Neill have the smartest ones of the bunch. And look at this.
Yeah, I'll let you
Up
believe it.
next, we continue this wonderful, mighty showcase with Leo Cash, the YouTube champion, taking on Alex Sunset, who had just came off of a pay-per-view loss.
I mean, even if it was a pay-per-view loss, if you go back and watch the match, it was very heartfelt, it was very emotional, and win or lose, he put on a show at the event.
That may be the case, however, emotions don't pay bills. Money does, and you get money by winning.
Still, here he comes, looking as happy as ever. Looks like all his demons are past him after being able to confront Dustin, and their friendship ended. However, now he moves on, ready for...
I'll give him one thing, that's a quite nice hat.
It is quite trendy, isn't it? There's one thing that Alex Sunset is known, it's for his, and pardon this new slang I learned, his drip, as they call it.
Wow, you really are untrendy. However, he can wear all the fancy clothes he wants, it's what happens inside that squared circle that matters. And I don't think you'll be able to handle the Deathbringer Leo Cash.
True, but if there's one thing I know about Alex Sunset is that unlike Tyler Wolf, Alex Sunset has the experience, he has the ability, and this is going to be a lot more of a struggle for Leo Cash than I think you probably believe it will be. I mean, he clearly has the power advantage between the two of them, but you cannot count Alex Sunset out at any point in time in a match. You underestimate him, he will. Well, as you can see,
You can talk about underestimations. What you're underestimating is how threatening it feels when the mighty is near.
it's just that sense of foreboding pressure whenever Leo Cash enters the ring.
He's a machine of a man. 301 pounds of brutality.
And yet, he's still one of the most athletic people I've ever met. He's got the athleticism of a rugby player.
Well, that's because it's not wasted. He throws his full body into this. It's very, very nice to see my boys again.
And now Alex Sunset. Oh, and a cheap shot from Leo Cash. Is that what you mean when he says machine of a man? Would a machine of a man have to cheap shot someone?
No,
Would
but the
they?
machine of the man will throw a man just like that.
A tainted victory, even if he wins this already. But still, Leo Cash is brutalizing Alex Sunset now. And this is bad. Alex Sunset is a fan favorite. Nobody wants to see him get hurt. And now, shades of the Rhino, XCWE Hall of Famer and alumni. Oh, it's just a basement dropkick right to the spine.
Look at that. Beautiful. That's 300 pounds of pressure being applied to Alex Sunset.
Alex Sunset still
breaking.
providing his strength. You see, he doesn't want to give up. If there's one thing you learn, is that you have to be determined. And you can see that right now. He's not going to let Leo Cash bully him into this victory. He's going to make Leo Cash work for it.
Determination is the reason for the phrase tap or snap. It's not just the person in the submission that has determination. Look at that, hoist it up. I don't see this going well.
Oh, and a buckle bomb. Sends him outside the ring.
That wasn't a buckle bomb, that was a buckle driver. Straight as the turnbuckle to the outside. Look at this unit of a man. He's your YouTube champion after all. He's taking the head of Alex Sunset. Irish whipped into the ring. Leo Cash taking the brutality to Alex Sunset in front of the rest of the Night You Don't Kneel. Rebounds against the rope and a brutal kick to the gut. Turns him over into the cover.
1, 2.
And a
Kick
2
out
count.
from Alex Sunset. Clearly not ready to give up yet. Possibly to its own detriment, but you can't fault the determination.
I can't.
Like a
Sometimes
big choke
determination
slam.
leads to stupidity. And it would be stupid to go against a man like Leo Cash. And
Big splash, and he gets sent flying from that.
he splattered him.
Quick 2 count now.
Brings him into the corner. I don't see this going well. That is 301 pounds of just death staring at you in the face. Hoist up to the top rope. Alex Sunset could be going for a ride. Hops off. Big
And a
boot.
quick roundhouse kick from Alex Sunset.
Chopping down the big man. Quick waist lock.
Now Alex Sunset has to take advantage of everything he can in this time.
Into the corner.
A whisper in the wind from Alex.
Beautiful. Taking full advantage, but this could be wasted energy.
Big double foot stomp right to the gut of Leo Cash.
He doesn't take advantage. Stalling into the cover.
1.
That time wasted. Only a 1 count. See, the inexperience is showing here. Alex Sunset is wasting energy. Wasting time.
Well, I mean, it's hard to strategize and keep a clear head when going up against such an oncoming force, and I think that's possibly what's going on with Alex Sunset.
Yes, but
Or he's
all
just
the
moving on
things-
instinct. After all, I mean, that cheap shot must have locked him loopy.
Of course it did. It was a big boot from Leo Cash.
301 pounds crashing down into the sternum of Alex Sunset.
If Alex Sunset was any smaller, it could have killed him. Jesus Christ. Cradle DDT. Into the cover.
1, 2.
And a kick out at 2.9.
Alex Sunset still hanging in there. You have to commend him no matter what happens.
All I care about is the mighty being victorious.
Well, looks like that victory is not going to come easy, at least. And just swatting him down even as he runs to him. But Alex Sunset, running on basically instinct now, continues to get up.
I mean, look, he tried. That's all you can say. Irish whip.
Sends
Pops
him up. Slams him back down.
Shades of Arn Anderson.
This must be difficult for anyone who's interacted with Alex Sunset to watch. After all, he is one of the nicest people you'll meet in the XCWE roster.
The old saying goes, nice guys finish last.
And now all 301 pounds of Leo Cash getting ready to fly. This isn't human. Buckshot lariat.
Beautiful. Into the cover.
1, 2, and a kick out. Alex Sunset running on instinct at this point. What is it going to take to put him away?
I can't believe the kid just did that.
That's what I'm trying to say. You can't ever count Alex Sunset out.
This is just more time for Leo Cash to cause more damage. mean, if I was the referee,
Quick
I would
kick to
just
the
call it.
sternum.
He's out on his feet. Now he's out on the floor.
I don't know why Alex Sunset continues to subject himself to more punishment, but I don't think he will quit. He chooses not to quit. And a big superplex.
Here it goes.
Hey.
Center of the ring. And a big, bad Pazuzu bomb. Game over. Game
Not
over.
that it's necessary because it's already over. A 3 count. Alex Sunset did his best. He really
His
did,
best
but
wasn't good enough.
he just crumpled in the middle of the ring. But I have to commend him on an attempt. But you know, he's called the Death Bringer for a reason. And now, what are the Mighty looking to do here? This match is over. This isn't necessary.
Oh well, it is what it is. It's just business.
Business.
Look at that, the prestige of this group. And
Is that who I think it is? What the?
I don't know what you're
Oh my
seeing,
god,
but I'm seeing a
it's
plant.
Andre Lassen. Is that Andre Lassen hidden in a plant?
I don't see
Oh
anything.
my,
I just
oh my
see a
god,
plant.
he's back. After almost a year away, Andre Lassen has returned to XCWE, but what a way to return and hiding in a plant at a mall. What is even going on here? Uh, I'm not quite sure what we just witnessed.
I think we just witnessed a crime,
Well, yeah, well, obviously,
if not multiple.
yeah. Uh, well, at least Andre Lassen's back. That's good to see.
I mean, yeah.
But here
Do you
comes.
know what is a crime? Not appreciating this man, the Golden Star.
Making his main roster debut as well.
Fantastic talent from Japan. Can't wait to see what he does here on Eradication. An incredible show so far. If you're just joining us, Nathan Zion defeated Trevor Darius. Splint Connor defeated Zach Arches. Taylor Fertitta obviously defeated Taylor Wolf. Leo Cash defeated Alex Sunset. Right now, what do we have right here?
Well, yeah, coming out my mouth, our general manager, owner, CEO, whatever you want to call him. We have
He's the man in charge. That's all you need to know.
huh,
I don't see this going well.
how did he get this far before being told something?
I do have to ask, you'd think with production this big, we could at least afford a translator.
True, true.
I mean, Google Translate's free.
Still, I guess. Oh, here comes the man who was supposed to be in this match, Haruyoshi Akito.
I feel like it's a bit... that they
Well,
got two
let's
Asian
not- let-
talents.
Yeah, let's not go there. Let's not go there.
Anyway,
XCWE is anti-racism, just so you know.
XCWE, because they zero tolerance policy for racism.
As seen by a history of what happened to certain XCW superstars recently. And that's all we'll talk about on that subject. Moving on.
But forget about that.
Oh,
You know
no.
what time it is.
Ah. The
My
third
favorite time.
tonight.
And sadly, to my knowledge, it's the last time. So I will enjoy it as much as all these paying fans should be enjoying it.
It's starting to seem like 2000s NWA. Okay, NWO. Okay, it's become a bit much.
We're just that good. It is what it is. You know how I know that? Look at the belt on that man's shoulder. The NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Zane Marks. This man has multiple ways to put away opponents. He's got the Sister Jade, that beautiful square and compass DDT, as well as God's Last Gift, his beautiful, incredible package pile driver. Hell, you should be honored. To, in fact, yeah, you should be honored for two reasons, Jaden. One, you get to watch the NWA champion at work, and you are
Indeed.
joined by not one TMDK member, but two. And that second one is the Kingpin himself.
I'm in
Please,
the
Tyler,
presence of
take a
greatness,
seat.
surely.
You are in the presence of greatness, my friend. You know, this is the Kingpin era in XCWE right here, and you're seeing it live on TV with TMDK here in the ring.
Indeed.
On
Listen,
Eradication.
this has been a great night for us, man. What are we, 3-0, 4-0? I can't keep up the numbers, man. We just win. All we do is win. Look it, I'm covered in gold. Zane's covered in gold. You know, that
I'm the
rupture
only
match.
Commentator with some gold.
Exactly. The rupture match doesn't matter anymore, as you see. As you see. Who's that? And you want to know what? I think the management here in Eradication is very racist because they sent out Kota Ibushi, and I don't think it was a translation miscommunication. I think that they confused their races right there. I think that they sent out the wrong Asian.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, Tyler, let's look at the bigger picture here. Who cares? They'll lose anyway.
You're correct. And you know what? Back to this crowd. I would go back to Glasgow if I could, because you know this place it really sucks. I don't know where we are. Are we in someone's dingy basement?
I don't know.
I
it's
mean,
pretty
that's one
dirty.
massive basement, but
Gives me Vietnam
Massive?
flashbacks to the Savoy.
I almost hit my head on the ceiling.
wow, you must have a really big head then.
Are you?
Are you disrespecting the
Del-
Kingpin?
No, 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 no.
Does somebody?
That's
Do I have
what
to get
thought.
security? Do I have to get security? Do we have to make this a TMDK only commentary so it's actually entertaining and manageable? You know, Dylan's been carrying the commentary tonight, and you know what, Dylan? I think you deserve a bonus check tonight. I'm gonna make sure you get one. Don't worry.
Why? It's my pleasure.
Man, look at this. There we go. Zane Marks here, just taking him to town. Kind of like every match he has.
He's the NWA champion for a reason. You love to see it.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I will go one further, man. When you wrestle the way Zane Marks wrestles, man, you are a champion of a company
Into
for
the
a reason.
armbar, center of the
That
ring.
is something that even I can't deny. Zayn Marks is a very talented wrestler and a very talented individual in general.
Hey, Tyler, do you want to be really funny?
What's that?
If Akito's arm snapped right now,
I think that Zane, if he holds this in a bit longer, you'll start hearing pops from that shoulder right there. I don't know how much
pops
longer it
from
can
the
hold up.
shoulder, pops from the crowd, pops from the rest of TMDK.
I mean, of course. I mean, you
Gotta
heard that
pop the
crowd. They
balls.
kept telling us. I heard them. They were cheering. They were like, ah, Kingpin, ah, you know, like it was great. I love it.
Look, listen to them. They're
Well-
chanting boring because Akito won't fight back.
Oh, you know, this is a very one-sided affair.
This certainly explains a lot about your mindset. I'll give you that.
I mean,
Who cares
you know,
about
this is
our
a
mindset?
one-sided affair, kind of like management's last divorce.
Oh, it's incredible. Look at them.
Oh Jesus! He socked him in the face.
You know, they're lucky that this isn't pay-per-view because, you know, on pay-per-view at least they don't have to give me a right to censor.
Hell, they should be thankful they're getting this on free TV.
They should be
This is
thankful.
the NWA
They
World
paid me
Champion.
extra for this one.
Doing double duty, commentary and winning matches. This is why you're the Kingpin.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, they were like, come on, Mr. Fertitta, come on out here, another 100 million. Come on. I was like, only 100 million? I barely get out of bed for anything less than 100 million. So they said, come on, Mr. Fertitta, you're running us dry. 150 million? I said, all right, I got you. So I came out here and I did the job.
See, I'm looking at this ring and all I'm seeing right now is luck from Hiroyoshi Akito.
You know, when I thought they were having a segment here because I didn't know Akito was a wrestler. I thought they were going to try to put my buddy here on a new diet. I thought he was a dieting plan. Can you believe this? I didn't know he was an actual wrestler.
Did the trunks and wrist tape not give it away?
I couldn't tell.
Rewind.
Can you see the hair on his head?
No.
It looks like a bowl of fucking.
I just want to point this out. Jaden, surely it being a real human being would point it out, not just the fact that it has.
One.
Sorry, I had to self-censor there. Not the fact that it has wrist tape. That's right. You sit there and shut up. TMDK have this handled, and just like having it handled, look at our man Zany Marks.
Well, I'm looking at him, and he does not seem to be doing too well now, does he?
What do you mean he's not doing too well? This is just letting
I
him
mean,
get
that's one
his stuff
punch,
in.
that's 2 punches, that's
Oh,
3
come on.
punches.
He's gonna
that's 4
powerbomb him.
punches,
He's going
that's
to
5
powerbomb
punches,
him.
that's
He's
6
gonna
punches,
powerbomb
that's
him. He's
7
going to
punches,
powerbomb
that's 8
him. He's gonna
punches, that's
powerbomb
9
him.
punches,
I promise you,
and
he's gonna
that's 10.
powerbomb him.
You
He's
know,
gonna
I'm
powerbomb.
glad we've established that you can count.
Whoa! What the?
Oh my god.
Oh.
Come on. You know what? At least you lost. Proud of yourselves? Are you proud
I
of
mean,
yourselves?
I want you to look in that ring right now and tell me who's currently losing.
Man.
Because I don't see any of the mighty on the ground. Do you, Tyler?
You know what? No, I don't
Kingpin.
see any of the mighty on the ground. But you know what? I'm about to put somebody in the ground.
Kingpin, you yourself, you have to admit, there was no need for this man to get involved. I thought Zany Marks had it won. Where was all that grandeur now? He shouldn't need a teammate to help him out, surely.
I'll be back for you later.
Just leave it to the mighty.
No, I can't. This show has been full of so many different things that I've had gripes with, but this is too much. There was no need for this. The second the Mighty looked like they could fall, suddenly, you know what happens? Somebody gets involved. So yeah, you don't fall. Yeah, you don't fall because you're cheaters and you're snakes.
Life's a game of snakes and ladders, Jaden. But we're the only ones that are currently seeing the ladders while you fall to your so-called snakes. Look at that. All of the guys in that ring, the Mighty, you'll love to see it. Look who's back.
Time to get an earful.
I don't think his headset works. Get this man a working headset.
It's just these constant attacks, constant shit talk. It's not necessary.
All right,
This
here we
isn't
go.
what XCWE is about.
Ladies and gentlemen, before I leave the commentary booth here tonight, I just want to advocate one more thing for you tonight. Don't forget, in development right now, this is a sponsored product. I'm going to give you some good commentary right here for an infomercial. Coming soon, Pro Combat Undisputed, made by 2X Inc. Get it, pre-order it. If you don't buy it, you suck. I'm the Kingpin, and I'm telling you, you need to get this game because it's going to be the best damn game you ever play, and this is the best damn advert you'll ever get. Goodbye, and good night.
It's been a pleasure.
So that's one thing I can agree with him on.
Oh,
Who's that?
wait.
You know, for the first time in my life, I am glad to see Jack Sully.
I think the Mighty
Need you? Yo, yeah. So these guys can't get anything done by themselves, we've just seen. Here he comes. To me, in my opinion, your current YouTube champion. I will never kneel before this stupid. Those snakes from the Mighty don't know.
You can talk when you finally do something that isn't being my second. Appreciate
Still.
the king. Kneel. Kneel before the king. What are you staring at?
You know, I will kneel before the king. That is my king. That is my king. I don't know who this phony, this
Pandering.
fraud is.
That fraud is your XCWE World Heavyweight Champion.
That fraud won an interim belt and replaced it with a world title because he couldn't do it on his own.
Do you not remember the saying that the man makes the championship, not the championship makes the man?
And what has the man done so far? Beaten 2 jobbers. Got involved in someone else's match. Yeah, that's such a great man. That is surely, yeah.
Don't see you doing anything about it.
Oh, even if I did, what would happen? I get ganged up on. This isn't what XCW is about.
I'm gonna shut up and let the former king speak, I suppose. You love to see it.
Oh, I love to see it. Oh, for the 15th time today, uh, the TMDK need another person to get involved to fight their battles for them. Same story, different book. You know what? Maybe Jack Summers was right. Maybe this is getting a bit too tired.
Oh, you thought we were just sending one person, Jaden?
I shouldn't even be surprised.
Looks like we've got ourselves a handicap match. You know, Jaden, take one last look at the YouTube champion because he's going to get turned into dust.
You know what?
Nah, I ain't holding your shit. I ain't holding your shit.
Whatever. I'll just pick it up. After all, it's the rightful King's Championship.
The rightful king? You know the person that just got kicked in the face?
Yes, because this is just the definition of a fair matchup.
Well, last time I checked, he's only fought one of them so far. I call that fair.
You know, I'm surprised you guys walk around with such superiority. I mean, let's count this fight. So first we had Tyler go up against a rookie. Then we had Leo Cash hit somebody before the bell even started. Then we had Zay Marks get bailed out by somebody attacking someone. And now we have a handicap match. You guys haven't even accomplished anything this show.
Wow, you're a hypocrite. Last time I checked, I thought you said Leo Cash had it handled. Pick
Yeah,
a struggle, big guy.
But he cheap shotted someone. If I get punched in the face while not expecting it by a 301-pound tank, obviously I'm not going to have a chance.
That's
and yet
the point.
And yet he still struggled. Yeah, it took him almost everything out to take out Alex Sunset, who in your case you consider a vanilla midget. So I don't know what that says about you.
Wow.
And looks like you guys are struggling against Jack Summers. So again. I mean, technically,
patience is a virtue.
True, but technically, you guys are 2-1. You could end the show 2-2. But anyway, back to this matchup. The mission locked in now from John Caliber.
John Caliber with a beautiful figure eight. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Nice bridge out into a knee bar.
Tag. Caliber gonna tag in.
That's the one thing. If anyone could win under these circumstances, it's most likely Jack Summers.
Beautiful kick. A beautiful powerbomb. See, there's no struggle at all. Calibro's got it covered. Brilliant technician taking out that arm. Kick to the head. Incredible. Into the Dragon Sleeper. Quick release. Roll up. 1, 2, and he kick out at 2.5. Calibro reeling.
Struggling, actually. Ugh. And here we go again with the underhanded tactics.
One,
There's no underhanded tactics. Jack did that on his own accord.
2,
And a cheap shot from behind.
It's not cheap. It's Jack's own fault he got distracted. He knows who his opponent is.
Yes, but on most circumstances, there aren't 4 dipshits outside the ring now, are there?
Wow, wow. Have you ever thought that maybe if Jack Summers wasn't such an unsociable prick, he'd have 4 dipshits, as you call it, around the ring with him?
Hey, for an entire year, I would have agreed with you. But you know what? Lesser of 2 evils.
Look at that. Look at the
Big
height.
forearm. You know, I'd compliment this guy, but after what I saw him just do with that previous matchup, I can't. I can't see anything good in these people. I don't care how talented they are. They are a cancer to XCWE.
Whatever you say, Jaden. Look at that. Oh, slip. Rebound.
Oh, and he takes him by the head. Oh, big super kick.
Matsuo Takada laid out against the ropes. And just
Pops him up onto the
dropped
rope.
on the ropes. Out of the ring.
His gut's going to be feeling that. Now Jack Summers alone in the ring, but again, he can't take a second to himself because there's always a threat, especially with 3 people out here.
4,
You know, I'm surprised that TMDK don't just bum rush the guy.
Because you were the one complaining about fairness, so we're giving you fairness. It's a gratitude. Appreciate it while it lasts.
Oh, amazing. You guys are giving me something I should expect to begin with. Amazing. I'm so grateful. Still outside the ring. Oh,
Jesus. How dare he disrespect the king? The king who
Oh.
beats him fairly.
Jesus, he used an arsehole as a weapon to hit an arsehole. Quite amazing when you think about it.
You know, Jaden, I think you better start being careful.
Ah, censorship,
1,
whatever. I've already made my bed. I'm going to lay in it. So I'm going to keep speaking my mind about this faction that, honestly,
2,
I despise.
Jaden, if you carry on, it won't be a bed you lay in, it will be a casket.
3,
Now,
Oh, what's the Kingpin going to do? Get 5 people to attack me when he could do it himself? Oh my. And of course, what happens when the going gets tough? Do the tough get going? No, they call somebody to attack somebody for them.
he doesn't. He slapped the king first, he did it to himself.
Yeah, I'm sure that will hold up.
Did he or did he not slap the king first?
Sure, I'll give you that.
Well then.
Just so you know, you guys from the Mighty don't know. You guys are the only ones who can make Jack Summers likable. You should be proud of yourselves. You guys are such, pardon my language, pricks, that you can make Jack Summers into a likable person.
Oh, diddums.
If anything, XCWE, the universe has to unite to get rid of you people because look, there's no benefit to you being here. You are a stain
I'm
on
gonna
this
go
company.
witness this with the rest of the mighty. live on Eradication, and
Looks like we're going back to 2049. I'm still confused as to how we're able to view the future so easily. Guess that's just one of the things that we have to deal with the straight.
that's not
But still,
right.
after his undisputed title loss, he clearly looks, well,
Let's just
pardon
see
my
how
pun.
this plays out. Well, ladies and gents, I'm not quite sure what's happened there. He just vanished. Coming up next, we have
Our
your...
main event of the evening.
You took the words right out of my mouth. We have a man that is better than you. Maxwell Jacob Friedman accompanying his bodyguard Wardlow as Wardlow takes on Noah Jackson.
Now, these two, of course, featured in the tag team match at Devil's Revival. But
I remember.
if I'm Noah Jackson, having to go up against Wardlow by myself without my, of course, insurance backup being Matanza, there's no
Yeah.
way I could put it. I'd be shitting myself.
Yeah, it's a nervous one. Certainly a nervous one. The odds are stacked against Noah Jackson. Noah Jackson now factionless
Here's the thing, though.
after his
Well,
stalemate.
as
Mia
bad as the
jumps to
situation
TMDK.
is, as bad as the situation is, let's face it, the guy deserves it.
You think Noah Jackson deserves it?
Yes, he deserves everything coming to him after the recent things that he's pulled in XCWE.
I
It reminds me a lot of a
suppose.
certain faction that I'm not going to talk about right now.
Wow. Rent free. Let's focus on this man walking out right now. However, I don't see Wardlow.
Yeah, it's what I was confused as well.
I thought it was Wardlow that was wrestling.
You can see Jack Summers still on the ground out there.
Oh, what a shame.
Well, it looks like MJF might have to fight a battle for himself for once. I mean, he's fully capable of doing it.
I mean, he's in his gear, so...
But anyway, here comes Noah Jackson. And Noah Jackson seems to have changed quite a bit in the time that we've been gone. His hair's gone shaggy, he's gone facial hair. I think he's
Very
bulked up
rugged.
as well. I think
Could
Noah
we
Jackson has finally gotten serious.
I think we could be seeing a different engine in the body that is Noah Jackson.
And that could be dangerous for MJF. I don't think he was expecting this Noah Jackson coming out right now.
We won't know what Noah Jackson we're dealing with until that bell rings. I'm still
And that's
concerned about Wardlow being missing, though.
That is true. It looks like we have an even playing field here. In fact, not even even playing field. Someone appears to be accompanying Noah Jackson.
Who's that? I can't believe it. Why?
I think after having Mia leave him and Matanza sidelined, I think Noah Jackson finally got serious. He finally got in the gym. He finally bulked up. He stopped caring about all this pretty boy stuff and
He's
just
also
got down
invested in
dirty.
a new insurance policy.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like this could be a far more dangerous Noah Jackson.
It looks like we are joined by said insurance policy,
I mean,
Mike Ashford.
I feel like we should at least like ask him at least a question about this new Noah Jackson. I mean, it'd be good to get some insight, but honestly, I'd rather just see it live.
I'm not gonna get involved.
If he dies, he dies.
Jesus Christ,
Jesus.
MJF can take him to. So
He
his legs.
swipes his legs out. And a big spinning heel kick. I don't think MJF was ready for this at all.
Look at Noah Jackson.
But MJF able to quickly recover. Still, even this man next to us, he hasn't yet to say a word. I don't know. I think I'm slightly creeped out now. Something doesn't seem right about Noah Jackson, and something seems clearly wrong with whoever this man is next to us. But Noah Jackson able to sidestep. No, this is not good for Wardlow. Oh, he pushes him off. Oh no! Big German suplex right onto his neck.
Very high elevation, high center of gravity, high pivot point. It was perfect. This is a little bit more technique instilled in this Noah Jackson.
I think just like a big difference I see is that he's not playing to the crowd. He's not taunting. He's just here to essentially just.
Wow.
Oh my God! Rope hung DDT, spiking his head straight down. This is a more serious Noah Jackson.
Noah Jackson.
Oh no. But MJF able to leap back down to his feet. A big crossbody.
MJF taking control for the first time in this match against Noah Jackson. But he's wasting his time.
Actually, like before, these two were two very similar people in the way they fought, the way they played up to the crowd, the way they taunted each other. But now that's just completely different. We can literally see the difference in Noah Jackson, almost as if he's staring at a mirror of his former self in MJF.
Spinning elbow. Noah Jackson strikes back. Super kick.
Oh no! Followed by a German suplex. Oh my God!
Straight onto the
Crumples
neck
him.
of MJF.
As dangerous as it is, I like this new Noah Jackson. He's no nonsense. He skips out on the BS. He just wants to fight. And a big drop kick. Sends him flying across the ring.
There's something about this pinpoint aggression. It just is incredible.
Of course, our guest finally breaking the silence.
Have you noticed that? Noah Jackson keeps mentioning God.
Yeah, that's why I was confused on that as well. I mean, as cheesy as it is, if he's had to seek out a higher power to gain some sort of consistency.
We
I'm
all
afraid to
believe
see
in
what that
our
could lead to.
own little faith, I suppose. To each their own. The
And
disrespect
MJF,
for MJF.
but the thing is, with all the trash talk we hear from MJF, Noah Jackson doesn't even seem the least bit phased. Doesn't even seem to see MJF as a
Look at
person.
him spiked on his neck. Jesus. I think MJF is starting to really see the aggression.
He's going to need to toughen up and get serious if he wants a chance at a nice kneecap brainbuster. And yeah, on Noah Jackson's on
Rainmaker.
big lariat. Turns him inside out. I have yet to see any of the habits that the old Noah Jackson possessed so far right now. I mean,
It's as if the crowd doesn't exist to him anymore.
which is like, to an extent, that can be a good thing, but there's also just inherent momentum that you get from the crowd, but clearly he doesn't seem to need it. And a big slam from the top rope. Jesus, and he seems a lot more powerful. Seems a lot more. He's stronger. He's just everything about him is just optimized.
It's incredible.
I mean, what a turnaround!
MJF out on his feet.
You know, he doesn't even feel like playing to the crowd in any kind of way. And a big satellite DDT.
The lack of showmanship.
Maybe it's the
Showing
one
in
thing
its
that
droves.
it's the one thing Noah Jackson really needed.
Big knee strike.
MJF is being outclassed.
It's as if the rest of the room doesn't exist. Big backdrop onto the apron.
But MJF
mind.
lands on his feet. Wow, a tornado kick, and he hits his head on the back of the post.
I don't know who came off worse in that exchange.
2.
Both men out cold on the outside. Now when MJF makes it to his feet.
4.
MJF needs to capitalize now, but he's keeping his same habits. Whoa, big DDT. Hey, we wasted all our energy talking about the useless faction back there.
Look at this.
And what game is that? You'll give me something interesting to commentate about? Well then, since you're a guest here, I'll humor you.
Meanwhile, in the ring, Noah Jackson taking full advantage of the situation. MJF continuing to be a cocky asshole. Beautiful super kick into a German suplex.
Oh my god, he landed on top of his head at that point.
That is some fresh CTE waiting for him. Noah Jackson taken to the top rope.
Yeah, I
For the
think
first
we're
time in this
looking at
match,
the end.
actually taunting.
And notice how he was raising up, looking to God, if you will. And he
Roll up.
bitches into the
Follow the
cover.
God's punishment. Incredible.
3.
That was.
I don't know what to say.
What was that? MJF's out.
And yeah, all I can...
This is concerning.
I mean, if I'm a member of the XCWE roster, I've just been put on notice.
Just like that, Mike Ashford leaving the commentary desk to join the man he walked out with, the victor of this match, Noah Jackson, who seems to have found a new pride in God.
I mean, is it God or is it? I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Oh, what is he doing?
I think he's christening him.
This might be a sacrifice.
Yeah, I
It
don't like
looks
this
like
occult
it's
type
like
stuff.
I'm getting out of the way.
I hold it away as soon as I saw some creepy stuff happening.
I'm just gonna stand over here.
This does
Ejection
not
taken
look
to the
good.
barricades.
Jesus.
Just watch his body bounce off the table.
Jesus. Through the table, through his heart.
I think that was an example. That was a sacrifice. A display to the rest of the XCWE roster.
I mean, I have no words. I don't. Well, with Carnage Royale coming up, I feel like the entire roster should be worried.
Holding that Extremely Team of the Year award. Here comes Merson Brown along with the rest of Chaos. Can't help but notice Dustin trailing a little behind. I do have to be concerned about the dynamic of the group of Chaos. Not just as a TMDK member, of course, but how does it feel knowing that your own stablemates are gunning at your championship? It's a bit concerning, that. Then again, Merson's belt does look a bit like a toy. Oh well. don't understand how Merson Brown can celebrate the case holder. Hang on. How dare you leave Dustin out? This isn't a unit. We'll let the man speak, I suppose. that? Right. It's Justin Gargano. Next reaction. A lot of pyro. Well, folks, it appears that Justin Gargano's having a party and Chaos is invited. Bit of dysfunction between Chaos members. Dustin